the first day of 2024. If you got New Year's resolutions to get your money up, get your money right, this video is for you, man. This is a video on YouTube, but this should be the start of a new podcast for me. First video ever. So I'm gonna give y'all some rundown, man. I'm gonna really break down finance for y'all in this video, give you a full finance review on this video, right? And then I'm gonna go into a little couple of other things, probably just ramble a little bit, but stick with me. This is gonna be a good one. All right, with finance, right? You gotta actually make a plan. You can't be out here just spending your money however you want to, all willy nilly, and it don't work like that. It just don't. So if you just stuck in that same pattern, this is the year, this is the time right now. This is the time to be like, hey, I gotta change it up. And I'm gonna give you the formula, right? So, of course, with your money, the first thing you need to prioritize is your income. Your income, meaning the cash that you're bringing in. So, of course, that's gonna be your job. Your job is very important. Your job has to be enough for you to pay your bills, get a little, spend a little extra. If you got a hobby that you do, be able to pay for that. If you can't pay for that, then, scratch it, get your hustle up until you can. But pay your bills, save, and invest. And if all of that sound crazy to you, don't worry about it. I got an easy, simple method to make all of this feasible. So stick with me. I got you. So first, your income is important though. Your 9 to 5, and I'm gonna tell you what type of 9 to 5 that you need. If this is the type of 9 to 5 that you don't have, then you need to get yourself in a position to get a 9 to 5 that resembles all of the characteristics that I'm gonna give you right now. So first, of course, you need a good paying 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? A good paying 9 to 5. And it's even better if you're able to pick up hours. Me and my wife, we work in the healthcare field. We could work 365 days if we wanted to, because there's always a need for extra hours. So that's why I like the healthcare field. So that's why I choose the healthcare field, because you can always pick up hours. So make sure that they paying you good. Make sure that you could pick up hours. The next, of course, is going to be benefits. You need your healthcare benefits. You need life insurance. I don't care what age you are, as long as you got somebody that you care for, somebody, what I'm saying, you got kids, cousins, whatever the case is, you got somebody younger than you in your family, get a life insurance policy, because you don't want them paying for your funeral and you want to leave something behind. You know what I'm saying? Just because you from the generation where stuff ain't being left to you don't mean that you can't start changing your family's dynamic. So life insurance is a good way to protect not only what you worked hard for in your lifetime, but also to help the younger generation out, right? So make sure these are things that are available at your job. The 401k, the Roth IRA, those two are my favorites. The reason why I love them, they have connection to the stock market. As you know, the stock market goes up over a long period of time. And your company usually contributes anywhere from like 4 to 6%. I think my company does like 5% or something like that. Now, what I like to do with my 401k, every year I'll increase it by 1%. So my company matches like 5%, 5 or 6%. I'm currently contributing 8%. So I'm putting 8% in my 401k. My company is matching the 6, and it's connected to the stock market growing over a long period of time. So that's a three-way kill right there. That's money growing. You putting a little bit in, your company putting a little bit in, and it's growing on its own. Mandatory to have a 401k and a Roth IRA in your job or career that you choose. Second thing you want to do. Now that's your job. Of course, in the job, working there overtime, you may get raised, or you may get raised or look for promotions or whatever it is, but that's the job. Now that you have the job and you know how much you make, this is the harder part, right? Because you got to stay on top of your money. So what you need to do with this part is you can't get a flashy car. You can't splurge on the car that you want, not unless your income allows you to. So first and foremost is your place where you stay. Where you stay should not be more than 30% of your income. Now I know what you're saying. Times is hard right now. My house is more than 30% of my income. But I cut in other areas, right? Because me and my wife was in love with this nice house, we had to take from other areas to be able to stretch it to a 40% of our income to the house. So we bought the house actually this time last year, about a year and a month ago. Interest rates was sky high. You know what I'm saying? Now they're coming down. So we plan on refinancing. Refinancing this year is going to help with our New Year's goal, right? So that's gonna decrease what we're paying per month. How you know if interest rates are gonna go up and to go down? The is based off of usually the economical cycles. The economy has cycles. It always happens this way. This is why people are sure that okay, the economy will turn back around and all of that. But the economy has three cycles. It has the expansion cycle where things are taking off, everything is going well, businesses are making money, interest rates are low, and the economy is doing good. Then the economy hits a peak. Stuff get overly bought, too high, whatever the case is, and then it starts a contraction. The contraction is usually either a crash or the economy really just resetting itself. Things are getting too costly, and now we got to drain that money up out of you. Now we're making higher interest rates and all of that. That's what we've been going through last year is a contraction. And then after the contraction is a recovery. I feel like right now at this point we are on a recovery stage. The stock market last year did way better than it does most years. The stock market was up 12%. I mean, the stock market is normally up 12%, but last year I think it was up like 17 or 24, actually 24%. The stock market was up last year. So that's a good signal that we are in the recovery phase going into the expansion. So next year should be a really good year in the stock market. But let me before I get into the stock market, let me get back into the structure of your finances, right? So you got your place to stay, you got where you working at. Of course, your car does not need to be no fancy car. If you want to splurge on your house, you do that. But if you ain't no high income earner making big money, your car don't need to be a luxury item. It's just taking you from A to B. You're gonna park it outside, you're gonna leave it there. Don't spend too much money on your car. Me and my wife, both of our cars are paid off. It's an expense that we don't have to pay, right? So that leaves you with more firing power. Whether you want to invest more, whether you want to go on vacation more, whatever it is, you got to make sure your day-to-day stuff is light, and whatever you want or you're investing or you know what I'm saying, the stuff that you really care about, then you got more money sitting around for that. So your car, don't have a high monthly payment on that. How you could do that, you could buy cash cars, buy cars, you know what I'm saying, pay a car off every time when you get your income tax return or whatever, you pay the car off real quick. Or you just make sure that when you go to the car lot, you got a good credit score. I'm gonna talk about credit a little bit more in this one too, but you make sure you got a good credit score and make sure that you get a payment within your range. Don't let them talk you into getting a $500-600 payment. That's way too much on a car. Way too much on a car. You shouldn't be riding no car that costs that much. I don't care how much money you make, it ain't worth it, to me at least. But your house and your car, those are your two biggest expenses. So you want those as low as possible. As with the car and your house, interest rates are involved. So your credit is real important. With credit, you want to make sure that you're paying your bills on time, right? Pay your bills on time. I recommend you to have credit cards, but I don't recommend you to have balances on your credit cards. I actually use my credit cards for passive income. I got the cash back. I got cash back rewards on my credit card. So what I do is I use it at the gas station. I use it at the grocery store. I use it for mortgage, and then I take it from my bank account and pay it right back. So that's free money that I'm getting by using the credit card, but I keep that balance at zero to make sure I don't have an unnecessary monthly bill. And instead of paying interest, I'm collecting interest with that cash back. So that's another way that you could get passive income by increasing your firing power and your spending power, or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? You're getting that bank larger by getting passive income using cashback rewards. But make sure your debts are clear. If you have anything in collections, pay that off ASAP. I'm talking about stat right away. Pay it off before you get a car, before you get a house, because interest rates are currently going down. So that needs to be on the mission for the year. If you got to pick up shifts, get a second job, get a side hustle, whatever it is, you got to get your credit right, because right now is a perfect time to refinance, buy a house, or buy a car. And if not now, you could wait a couple months because interest rates look like they are currently still decreasing. All right, so I went into the basics. I mean, you could even go further. Oh, I didn't mention. So you have to make sure that your money has a job, right? Everything has to have a job. You can't pay too much on everything and get rid of stuff that you don't need. You know what I'm saying? If you smoke cigarettes, it ain't healthy for you. Get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's not easy. I used to smoke, so I know it's not easy to get rid of cigarettes. But if you add that into, if you pay getting a pack, I don't know what they have, probably $7 a pack, 2 packs a week, $14 is 52 weeks in a year. That's a couple $100 a year that you could have been saving. That money could have been getting compound growth or giving you enjoyment somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So really take a look at your spending, minimize the unnecessary areas where you are spending money. You know what I'm saying? You could do that with your cell phone. Get Mint Mobile. I think Mint Mobile is like $15 a month. You increase your credit, you could get another quote on your car insurance, because the rates change all the time with your car insurance. So check your car insurance rate every, 3 to 6 months. Just do a recheck. You could lower your car insurance. If you like to do grocery shopping, you can go to Aldi. Aldi sells cheaper groceries. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if it's it don't matter if it's Capri Sun or red fruit juice. You know what I'm saying? If it's gonna be a lot less money, then that's how you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You really gotta pay attention to your money and not just swipe, 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 which I know most people do. I used to do it. Another thing I think is very important, what me and my wife started a couple months ago, we got a spreadsheet. So the spreadsheet literally tells us every month we go in there, we check it off. We got the mortgage, we got the car note, we got this, we got that. And the spreadsheet is giving you a visual, whether you look at it every day, once a week, once a month, whatever it is. But that spreadsheet will give you a visual of what you're paying. You know what I'm saying? You got to be more interactive with your money, because it's a lot of time we go, I guarantee you, you go in your account for last year, you go into your account and you're going to see how much money you didn't just threw away. 3 Netflix accounts. Like, you know what I'm saying? You need that money way more than Netflix do. So it has to be more serious though. You know what I'm saying? Just like as soon as your favorite TV show come on or your favorite artist drop an album and you right there ASAP, I ain't saying you got to be that obsessed with your money, but it does have to be monitored as a job, right? So also side hustles, starting your own business, passive income. Passive income is a must for everybody. I don't care who you are, how much money you make, you need passive income. Passive income, you can get it by so many ways. I done made money putting advertisements on my car. I made a YouTube video about it. I made money yesterday playing games on my phone. There's so many ways you can make passive income. You can make podcasts, you can go on YouTube, you can be a mystery shopper. It's all either extra income or passive income. But you need passive income. I recommend a side hustle, depending on where you at with your 9 to 5. If your 9 to 5 ain't enough, you may even need a second job. I used to have to work 2 jobs. I worked 2 full-time jobs till I got to the point where one job could manage. And now that extra energy goes into my own enterprise. You know what I'm saying? Me spending time here with y'all, giving y'all this education. By the way, man, if you're watching this on YouTube, like and subscribe, man. I'm trying to get the likes up. I'm trying to also get y'all involved. I'm trying to change your financial life. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's a little bit what you could take from me, I'd rather you do that than not have this information. You know what I'm saying? So get tapped in, get involved, because I'm giving you the game. Trust me, I'm giving you the game. And that's not it. We're gonna talk about some more. I want to talk about investing in the stock market for a little bit. That has a role to play with the economy, right? Because when interest rates are high, the stocks, they have to pay more for their materials. They have to pay more, they have to charge more. Using your credit cards, you got less money. They have to pay more for their product. So even if you're gonna get it, you don't have the money to get it, but even if you do get it, you have to pay more for it. So you're likely to just hold out. It affects everybody. So when it does affect, when it during those times where the companies are going down, if you look at any period of time that the stock market has went down, it's always went higher than that. The stock market is not something to be afraid of. I talk to so many people about the stock market on a regular basis, and they looking at me like I'm trying to get them to sign up for the Illuminati or something like that. Like I could show you the receipts. Like I put $2 over here, and then a couple months later it turned into five. You rather work and beg your boss for extra hours, and you know what I'm saying, why you cutting my shift when your money need to be making money for you while you sleep? Because if yo I heard an amazing quote a couple months ago. If you're not making money in your sleep, then you're gonna work till you die. That's on God. That's on God. You can't rely on Social Security. Social Security is something that you actually pay every time you get paid during your paycheck, right? And it gets put into a pot or whatever the case is. The certain amount that you get depends on the age that you retire. You can't collect Social Security any sooner than 62. That's only going to replace 70% of your income. And the longer you wait, full retirement age is 67. You wait till 67, then you get the full benefit. But if you want to retire at 62, you get less of a benefit. If I ain't lying, I don't want to work till I'm 67. I don't plan on working until I'm 67. If you like and subscribe, you will not work until you're 67, because I'm going to get you there. That's my goal, to get whoever is on my channel out of the rat race, chilling, making money from their house, doing whatever you feel like it. But let me get back to side hustles and extra income. When I say extra income, there are so many avenues that you can make money off of one investment, right? Let me use your house for an example. If you have a house, you can rent out your spare bedroom. You can use your garage as rental space. There's platforms out there. I forget the name of the website, but there's a platform out there where people can put extra boxes that don't fit, and they can rent out your garage or whatever. That's extra income. On holidays, you could make big plates and sell the plates of food in your driveway. That's extra income. On top of that, while you're in the house, you're paying it down while the value is increasing. There's a lot of there's a lot of skeptics out there. We're talking about whether buying a house is a worth it or not. Is it an asset or a liability, because it does eat into your income. However, a house grows your net worth, and by the time you retire, you can pay it off. You can pay it off in 30 years or 15 years if you got the money for it. I ain't got the money for 15 years, so we gonna get this house paid off in 30 years. I plan on even retiring before the house is paid off, but I know I can at least in 30 years at the latest. I could retire at 65. My house will be paid off. I'll have my investments, my passive income, and my social security. That's why buying a house, in my opinion, is worth it. Do it. You know what I'm saying? Even if the interest rates are high, you can always refinance, but you still have that asset that's still growing in value. You know what I'm saying? So my prediction for the economy for next year, I do think we are currently at the expansion stage. I think anything AI related, you should get involved in. What I mean by AI related, the AI stocks have been performing the best these past couple months. Nvidia has been going crazy, way better than Bitcoin, way better than anything else. AMD has been going crazy. These are AI related stocks and they've been going up massively. I think they still got room to run. AI is relatively new. I think you should learn AI, either transfer your career to AI or even get a side hustle on Fiverr creating AI apps. Whatever it is, AI needs to be involved in your life. You need to get you your own AI platform, have someone create it for you, or learn how to. There's plenties of videos on YouTube teaching you how to use Python, or you get somebody on Fiverr to make you something AI related. You know what I'm saying? Invest in AI stocks. So find some way to have AI involved in your life because that's jumping ahead of the gun and that's getting involved. If I didn't mention it already, yes, a 9 to 5 is important, but being an entrepreneur gives you freedom. It gives you time and it also gives you a passion, right? My passion is finance. I've always been in love with money. I started working since I was 12 years old. So I'm passionate about what I teach y'all. So I'm in the books all day. I'm in the books. I'm making the moves. I don't get on here and talk nothing that I haven't already been doing, that I haven't already read 20 times or took master classes on or got certifications on or that my dad is an accountant or that I ain't chop it up with him about. Nothing I tell y'all on any platform is stuff that I'm just pulling out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? This is all facts. This is all helpful information. Increase your income. Get a second get a second source of income. Make sure your job is good, you got good benefits, then have you a side hustle. Start entrepreneurship. You need to save a little bit and invest a little bit. If you haven't seen one of my previous YouTube videos, you can use the 50-30-20 rule to invest your money. 50% of your income goes to wants, needs, and all of that. I know a lot of things cost high right now. So if your apartment or if your mortgage is 70%, then do a 70-20-10. But either way, all of these have to be done. You know what I'm saying? If you have credit card debt, pay your credit card debt off. That's more money that you're just paying off. Once you pay all that credit card debt off, one, you ain't gonna want to put no more credit card debt back on them credit cards. And two, you're gonna have less bills. So take care of your credit card debt. It's also gonna increase your credit score. When it's time for you to buy a house or refinance a house, you know what I'm saying? You can always do that game. The second, like I said, income side hustle. The side hustle, I recommend anything AI. I mean, it could be anything really, but the best recommendations would be AI, day trading. I teach day trading, real estate, whatever the case is, pick something that you're passionate about, or even YouTube. Pick something that you're passionate about. That way you can stay consistent with it and it can grow over time. Your knowledge can grow because you're more interested in teaching it. So you already have an advanced knowledge, but you want more knowledge to continue teaching it. And that will eventually have you relying less on your 9 to 5 income, but or it could eventually be a second income. You know what I mean? But dedication, stick to the plan, make you a spreadsheet, go to your subscriptions in your phone. If you have an iPhone, you could go right into your subscriptions and see what you're paying for every month. January 1st, I recommend everybody to go on their iPhone and delete at least one subscription. Delete one subscription, you're already 5, 9, 15, $20 richer every month starting the first day off. If you're not investing in the stock market, do it ASAP. Stop being scared, stop being dumb, and start putting a little bit away. What I say, 60, 60, 60, 20, 60, 20, 30, or 60, whatever, whatever it is, you split your income in 3 ways. The, what is it, 50, 50, 30, 50, 30, 20 rule. 50% of your income on your living expenses, 30 on saving, and 20 on in investing. Saving is for a rainy day. You want to at least have 3 to 6 months of your expenses saved for a rainy day. They happen all the time. That's going to keep you out of them credit cards. That's going to keep you stress free. You know you got the emergency tuck, so it's no worries on that. Investing, you can have your investments automatic. The most recommended investment on the stock market is VOO, the S&P 500. That is investing in the top 500 companies, which is basically investing in America. America has been a progressive country and will continue to progress no matter what happens. It averages 12% a year, and this past year just did like 21%. So you missed out on this past year, but don't let the next year pass you by without investing. Set it on an automatic deduction. If investing sound boring to you or sound like too much work, set it on an automatic deduction. You can do that in your investing app. Set up your account. It's going to ask you for your social and all that because you have to pay taxes, but just download the app and follow the prompts. Once you're done, you look in the search bar VOO and set up automatic withdrawal to the VOO, whether it's $5, $10. I don't care if it's $2 a month. Just start. You'll be better off in the future. What no, what no real structure in this. One no real structure for this video. I just wanted to give y'all some basics on personal finance. If you're interested in getting your money right, learning what I've done so far in my life and what I plan on to continue doing, lock into my podcast, but also get involved on my YouTube channel. It's mainly a stock market and day trading channel, but every once in a while I'm gonna throw little pieces of general financial education on there. Man, y'all get involved with me and I won't lead you wrong. Let's get it.